Alright guys, Steve here at Grumps' Bowtie Garage. I'm going to show you what we're working on today. We're going to work on a little bit of, I got a 69 c10 long bed. Actually my son's got one. He bought it a couple years ago, and we're going to work on that today. We're going to see if we can't lower the springs on the back of it, put lowering springs from the mutt truck on it, and see if we can get it lower down to the little bit spring adjustment on the back. So I'll post a picture of it once we get going on the video of the part number that we're going to use for it. Like I said, these are parts off the old black mutt truck, so we're going to put those on there, and then we're going to get started on it. See if we can't get this thing apart. I'll flip it around, do a walk through with this truck real quick. This truck, as far as I can tell, has not been touched. It's pretty much all original. I've not ran the numbers on the truck yet on the motor, but as far as I know, it's not been touched underneath of it, other than what we've done with the wheels on it. It had a stock set of white wagon wheels on it when we bought it, but other than that, it's pretty much all original. It's pretty solid on the outside by looking at it at a quick glance, but the rest of it, as far as the inside and the main seams and everything on this truck, well, every seam on this thing has been rotted through. So we've done some license plate work. So that's what we've done right now. So the main seams and main holes in it, we're gonna put it together with some license plates. I don't know, people love it or hate it. For what we're gonna do with this truck, I think it's a great idea. We had a lot of license plates left over, so that's what we've done with it. This truck is gonna be pretty cool. It's not gonna be a daily driver. It's just gonna be a cruiser when we get done with it. We'll see what happens with it. But right now, it's pretty much a basic old truck. I mean, like I said, I don't think most of anything on this truck has been touched, other than what we've done with it in the last couple of years. And had a 2-barrel on it, points still on it. We switched it over, put a 4-barrel carburetor on it. We put a HEI on it, and put an internal regulated alternator on it as well. So it looks better. It runs a little bit better. But like I said, we got some plans for the drivetrain on it. But right now, this is what we got. I got the bed full of parts, so we got a lot going on there as well. Still got the old original bumper on the back of it. It's got can't read it, but there's the original license plate bumper. We're gonna try and fix that, and just because I think it's pretty cool. If I can figure out how to get it cut off and re-welded, and see if I can't put it back together. But other than that, we're just gonna a little bit at a time get this thing back together, see if we can't get it on the road a little bit easier next year, or for next year. So we've done a few things to it, and see if I can't get a shot underneath the hood, if I can get it open with one hand. Sometimes they're a pain. So we'll see if we can't get this hood open. There we go. So this is what we got going on. All the orange, of course, is the new stuff that we put on it. It runs a little bit better. It starts a lot better, but it needs a little bit more work. It smokes real bad, blows a lot of oil out, but I don't know how long it's set in the field that we got it out of. So the guy that my son actually bought it from actually delivered it to him, because he didn't want him driving it until we had it in his possession. So he did not want him driving it, so he actually delivered it to my son, and then we rode it a couple times up and down the road and been working on it. It's got all 4-wheel drum brakes on it. It's I don't know, like I said, there's some straps on here that I've not seen on a truck before. These straps are going to the frame, and on that frame mat right there, I've never seen those before on a truck. So I'm assuming that this thing has not been touched. Like I said, I could be wrong on that, but there's a lot of stuff on here that's just like crazy original, I'm assuming. I mean, we got this wire, this cable, and this cable here on the front of it, the back of it, that original. Well, I'm assuming, like I said, guys, let me know in the comments, but I'm assuming it's the original. I don't know. As far as I know, it's not been touched. According to the guy we bought it from, it hadn't been touched. There's no power steering, no power brakes, 4-wheel drum brakes, so we're going to update that as well. Some parts left over from the mutt truck and the yellow truck that I've got going on here. So if you guys have been watching the the channel, you guys know what's going on with some of the stuff. But as far as the insides and outsides, you guys know the truck's wrought out in the seams, so you can see the seam up there. Like I said, we got a lot of work, but I think it's gonna be a good cruiser. It'll be fun to mess around with, local cruise nights and stuff once we get it all going. But like I said, this thing's got more holes in it than Swiss cheese. But we're gonna see what we can do with it and get her on the road. Like I said, the outside of it looks pretty solid. Then don't look underneath the hood and underneath the floor pan with a flashlight at night, because there's holes everywhere. But we're gonna do what we can on it and see if we can't get her figured out. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna make it look a little better, enjoyable, safe to drive. And we do drivers, so I'm gonna see if I can't get this thing back up and going here soon. And maybe next summer we'll have some footage on that, just out cruising. Maybe we'll get mine done and get that one done as well, and go be doing a lot of cruising next year with them, I hope. So we'll see what happens with this one. But right now, that's what we got going on. It's a real quick clip. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get these videos edited so we can understand them a little bit better, so I can understand them, and get these put on here so we can have some better flow with these videos. But I'm working on it. Like I said, guys, when I started this channel, I've not done this before, so I'm gonna work on that, and then see if we can get more content going on here. I got plenty of it. It's just a matter of figuring it out so you guys aren't bored and scroll on past. So this is our 69 C10 build of my son's that we're gonna work on today. So I'm trying to update you later today with what's going on with it. Thanks. All right, guys. Hey, real quick, I've got a picture. Well, not a picture, but I'll flip this around. That is the part number that we're gonna put back on the back of the 69 truck. So we'll see how this looks. I looked at the numbers on this one again, but I do not recall what the difference is going to be as far as the height wise. I don't remember how low these are going to be. So let's get a measuring stick on here and see where we're at before we even get started. So from the ground here in the driveway, we're going to be, looks like right about 33 3/4. So we'll see what this does for it. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Hey, I'm back. Trying to do another video. Hopefully, I can get these edited together to put them together if I can figure it out. But this is what we did last night to the C10, the 69. So we put the springs in it. I got pictures of the springs and the video of the part number that was on there. So what we're going to do is hopefully I'll be able to edit this, figure that out, and edit this and put it with the video we took yesterday of this. But my son and I lowered his truck yesterday. We put, like I said, I don't remember the inch that we lowered it, but we started out at 33 3/4 on from the top of the fender to the ground, and we're sitting at 29 right now. So it put her on the ground like we was hoping, but it's putting on the frame too. So let me flip this around and show you what we got right now. So pretty good looking, but we're gonna do some modifications as we knew to the frame. So that's what we got going on. But let me show you some what we got going on here. So that's what we got right now with the tire tucked up under there, which really looks good, but that's good. We got the old what do they call it? The old South Carolina, whatever they call it, squatter look. So that's where we're at right now with this frame. So I got a pair of old air shocks for right now. We're gonna stick on the back of this possibly today. We'll see if we can get this thing lifted up a little bit, get it off that bumper, see if we can get a little bit of play in there and get it off the bottom of it till we get it figured out for a C-notch. So we haven't drove this truck for a while, so once we get it, some of the bugs worked out of it, then we'll get her on the road. But right now we just want to trying to look for some motivation for him to get out here and get cracking on this truck project. So we got some parts off the old yellow one that we talked about earlier that's going to go on this one, so that'll help motivate. So we got some stance on it now, so we got it looking good. Got her down on the ground. So let me get back up here and show you guys what it really looks like from back at a distance from the side. So it really looks really good. So not disappointed in the way it looks right now. We just gotta get that front down, and then we gotta get that rear frame. We can function. We can get her going down the road smooth. So it won't be as smooth as the old mutt truck that we're working on, but you guys seen the videos of what we're doing with that. So this is gonna look low and cool when we get done with it. So like I said, we're moving along with this project. I don't know what his next steps are, but I got new ball joints. I'm hoping if the 72 ball joints work in the 69 control arms, I've read everything that says they will, and I've also been told the tie rod ends will work on the 72s, and we can keep those all the same as well. So if that's the case, then we should be able to use the tie rods that are already on here. So if that's the case, then we should be in good shape to take the ones that are on here, and we'll convert this over to 5-lug on the front. We'll get adapters for the 6-lug wheels, and then we'll get disc brakes on the front of this thing, convert it all over from the yellow truck, and then put it all together on this. And then we'll get her down on the ground with those Beltec spindles, give her another 3-inch drop in the front. So once we get that done, then we'll be in really good shape. Like I said, this is not a showpiece, but it's going to be what we want it. It's going to be lowered and looking good in the stance, and like I said, make it reliable so we can look cool rolling down the road. So we'll see what happens. This has been quite a project. We haven't done too much to it, but we got a lot of plans for it, as we do with everything else around here. But right now, that's where we got. So hopefully if I can figure out how to get these things edited, how I can get them rolled together, and then we can make one nicer video. So might have to get some more help from my son about figuring out how to do that. But we're gonna get rid of this gap right here. We're gonna fix that. So I don't know how soon that's gonna be, but that might be edited into the next video once we get that going too. So might not be today, because I'm still looking for some tools that I've got stashed away somewhere in the barn somewhere. But we are going to finish up and get rid of this right here. We don't need all that. We need it up inside. So we get it low enough, we're okay with taking those inner fenders out as well. So he's okay with rolling like that. So if we get her on the ground, that's where we'll be. So I got some spare parts back here in the back from other projects. I got those big springs right there, big truck springs. We took the overloads off as well. Might have to put them back on there to lift the thing back up, who knows. But we got her on the ground where we want it. It looks good. He's happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. And we got to spend some time together on it yesterday. So we got some new bolts and stuff to put back in it for the hardware, and we got her back together. And like I said, we're pretty happy with it. You know, guys, here's the funny thing. Everybody's got these shop dogs in their videos, and well, I don't have a shop dog, because my shop dog likes to stay on the sofa in the house and is scared of every noise that goes by or everything. So I got me a shop cat. There's old Soupy. Soupy's our shop cat around here. He keeps the rabbits and the squirrels and whatever else he drags home to a minimum around here. Occasionally he gets a mouse too. He's getting his winter weight put on right now. So, but that's the old shop cat. So of course he climbs on everything, and he gets thrown off of it several times. So some of the vehicles I don't want him on, so that's why they're all covered up. But anyway, guys, let me see what I can do about getting these edited and getting these all put together. Once we get this thing down on the ground, we'll do a full video on this whole truck once we get it at least on the ground, and then we'll go from there with that. So all right, if you guys like it, subscribe, you know, hit the comment button, the thumbs up, and all that good BS like they say. So all right, I'll talk to you guys later.